my new Outfeed / assembly table. I started with the need for a way to store my Shapeoko 2 when I'm not using it, and I could always use more storage around the garage. So on this side, it's high enough that I can slide my Shapeoko 2 in and out without smacking anything too bad if I'm careful. And I've also got two 20-inch deep drawers. Nothing in that one yet. CNC parts in there. Top is kind of a sandwich. It's called the torsion box. It has a 1/2-inch sheet of MDF with 2-inch vertical strips of plywood making a lattice, and then another sheet of 1/2-inch MDF. It's got walnut edging just to protect it from dings, because that MDF edge will chip pretty quick. Walnut's not the hardest wood, but it's nice. When I built the torsion box, I put in a couple chunks of cherry. It was a 2x4 cherry cut down to fit inside the little spots, just so I could have a couple dog holes. It's not a workbench, it's not heavy enough to actually run a planer over it too hard. I'm gonna build some sort of screw vise that I can drop in there, have a plate and then a screw vise that drops into the holes. So they're 3/4 inch holes, about 2 inches deep, into some hardwood, so it should be pretty good. I've got some wooden dowel that I'm gonna cut down to fit in there as well to use as dogs. It'll be nice to have. I figured better to do it now than wish I had done it later. On this side, I mounted a paper roll. Take it like this, pull it up over, clamp it down so I don't get junk on the table, or glue anything to the table. 1/2-inch thick Baltic birch door fronts, 1/2-inch thick for the tray on the bottom that the Shapeoko is sitting on, and just 1/4 inch on the sides. This light kind of makes it look purplish red, but when the light's off, it matches the walnut a little bit better. The legs are 3 inches each way. They're just made up of a couple Home Depot 2x4s glued together and ran through the planer a couple times to make sure they're flat. On this side, I wanted to get rid of my toolbox, the old red ugly toolbox that I've had floating around forever. So I made extra deep drawers. That one has wrenches and sockets in it, and any other toolbox goodies. They're all on ball bearing drawer slides, so they close nice. And then I've got my little Husky organizers down there that have all my fasteners and little odds and ends, bolts, and pretty much anything I figure I should keep for any other future projects. Finishing supplies in this one. It's high enough that I can keep aerosol cans in there. I got spare paint in there and all the finishing stuff I need. Empty cups, latex gloves, extra tape, paint brushes, dust mask, and all different kinds of finishes. It butts up against my table saw. It's an adjustable top. I'll show you that right now. On each corner there's a 1/4 inch carriage bolt that runs right through the table into the leg. So you can see from here the entire table is floating. I did that because my table saw and my bandsaw are 2 different heights. I wanted to be able to use this table on the bandsaw as well. So this way, with just a flat screwdriver, I can stick it in there and actually crank up the height of the table. I wish I came up with this idea, but I didn't. I'll give credit below to the YouTube channel that I saw it on. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. But it's a great idea. That way I can keep the base mobile as well. So it's just on casters. And because my garage floor isn't entirely flat, if it's pushed up on one side and the table's wobbling a little bit, I can just come over and adjust it. And this is about 4 coats of Minwax polyurethane right now. It's high gloss. The first 3 coats were just sucked up. I put them on within an hour. I let it sit overnight, and I put another coat on a couple hours ago, actually earlier today, and you can see it's starting to get a shine on it in some spots. So I think I'm going to hit it with some sandpaper, give it a quick blast of 220, and hit it once more with some polyurethane, see if I can really get it to shine up. I rounded the edges of the walnut off because I've got little kids and they like to come help out in the garage. So probably still bruise, but no blood.